Quarantined comedian. Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Quarantined Comedian, the show where we connect you with comedians all over the world to see if isolation had broken their spirit. My name is Ellie Weinstein. I'm going to be your host, and today my guest is Masha Fedulova from Russia. With love. A Russian lady with a large Russian soul, and most of it is hiding in her double Ds. Her eyes are as deep as Topple M shaft, plus she got a sense of humor as offensive as Russian minister's English-speaking abilities. Hello, Masha!
Hi.
How you been doing? I'm great, mostly. How are you?
Good. Trying to keep sane.
Sane or safe?
Sane and safe, both.
Okay, that's good. That's great. How's quarantine treating you?
Well, it's okay, but I can't wait to leave the country. Well, as usually, it doesn't really differ from my regular days.
Okay, that's fair enough. Are you ready for our show?
Yes.
Wonderful. So let's go into round number one. Round number one, the about. Round number one is very easy. It's mostly about yourself, so you get to be introduced to our viewers. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, who are you? Where are you from? What's your comedy style?
My name is Fedulova, and I'm an aspiring comedian from a small Russian town, which makes me even more aspiring. And, well, I cannot define my comedy style because I've been doing it for only half a year. So I think it can be called as amateur, beginner, or bad. So I'm just, let's say aspiring. That's a good word for bad.
Okay, do you go into like sarcasm or music comedy or like body comedy, clown? I don't know.
Well, it's sarcasm, I think, is the best thing what you've listed. Well, self-irony, as most of us do.
Oh, self-deprecation humor. Oh, I love that. My mom loves that, but for her it's not self-deprecation. But that's okay. Okay. I usually ask in the first round to tell us a little bit of a story, you know? So for you, my question is, or my request is, please tell us a story of your most memorable show that you've ever watched.
You mean comedy? Or just anything?
Actually, you know what? Any show that you saw live.
Oh, well, my ex used to throw rather good shows. However, I think that the most memorable and the oddest show I've ever been to was last year's Fringe. Well, first of all, I found a ticket to the show in a puddle. It was raining the whole month, so after all tickets ended up in puddles. I found a ticket. And I thought, wow, that's a 20-pound ticket to a show. That must be a sign. I should go and see it.
There was a price on it?
Yeah, there was a price on the ticket.
That's
so it was, I thought, okay, who I am. Not to save 20 quid, let's go and see the show. And the venue was packed. There was so many people there. So it was a big venue, I don't know, like 100 seats or so. And it was like a mono performance. I cannot call it stand-up because it wouldn't be fair. And there was a lady accompanied by two men at some point, and the show culminated in her on stage being naked and pulling a chocolate ball out of her vagina.
A chocolate ball out of her vagina?
Yes, and she was singing a song about something that there is a hero in you, and in me reveal your hero. So I guess that was her hero, her essence.
A Kinder egg, probably. Like she literally birthed the Kinder egg. How? Okay, I have to say I'm quite amazed, not at the show that you've been at, because who haven't seen a sex show for 20 quid, but was the egg all like in the duration of a show inside of her vagina, or was it like an ending gig? How does it work?
She was not on stage the whole time, but I still don't know how she managed not to melt it. Probably she was from
Russia and her vagina was frozen. Because I feel like this is the only reason why Russian women has this face, like they always have a frozen vagina, like never smiling and stuff. I'm sorry, you're also a Russian lady. This is unfair. Most of Russian ladies. It's okay. You also have a frozen vagina.
I accepted the fact that half a year my vagina is frozen. So it's okay. It's, actually adds some spice into all the sexual stuff.
I would imagine. That's a very nice story. Thank you so much, Maria. Are you ready for the round number 2?
Yes, throw it in my face.
Okay. Round number 2, truth serum. In the round number 2, I'm going to ask you some questions. Some of them may seem a little personal. Some of them are about facts in your life, and I will please ask you to answer them truthfully, yet funny, because you're a comedian after all. Okay?
Mm-hmm. As we all agreed before the interview, let's.
Okay. So my first question would be, you have a wonderful boyfriend. He's from Britain, Sam Rhodes, right?
Right.
He's also a comedian.
Yes, he is.
Please share with us what is your favorite sexual comedic game that you two play?
Oh. Well, it's nice of you to assume that our sexual games are funny. Fair enough.
Oh, I've seen both.
Fair enough.
No.
Well, I think that my favorite sexual game, but I take it seriously, is playing with each other's chest hair. I just shaved mine, so I cannot really boast a gorgeous mane, but I think this is the best thing ever that you can actually do.
Honey, you know that's hormonal disbalance, basically, right?
Well, it's a long distance relationship, so my hormones, they go up and down, up it's like a roller coaster.
How do you have like sex games over Skype or over internet, or like do you send or receive dick pics, or you send them like him your vagina?
We are old-fashioned, so I go to the post office and call him from a phone booth, and that's sort of our sex game. And sometimes we send each other telegrams, real telegrams, and that's actually the best exercise in both sexting and word economy.
That's lovely. But actually that refers nicely to my next question, because I know that you are schooled in humanities. You're a translator, right?
Right.
Yes. Okay. So I need a translation from you, from male to female. This text: our date was incredibly nice, but right now I'm not ready for serious relationships, as I feel you are. Please don't assume it's you, it's me. Can you translate that to logical sense?
Is it who was the creator of the utterance? Is it a man or a woman?
Yes, that was a man.
Okay. It's weird that I didn't really understand it from the scratch. Okay. Let's do it sentence by sentence. Can you do the first sentence?
That was a lovely date.
This date was in the second half of the top 10 dates in my life, but I had 8. You should know that. Okay,
so he's essentially a virgin, right? That's good to know. That's good translation.
And nerdy.
Yeah, please don't assume it's I'm not ready for serious relationships, as I think
I live
you are.
with my mom.
Fair enough, and probably 6 cats, since he's still a virgin. He's
and
30,
stink.
By the way.
My shoes stink. This is why I'm not going to move to yours.
Okay, and it's not you, it's me?
It's me.
Fair enough. That's good. So I can feel good about that date, right?
Yeah, of course.
I hate Tinder. But thank you very much for that insight. Also, as a person who works for the highly secretive agency in Russia that shall not be named, I have to ask you, is it hard to get hired at a Russian missile making factory?
Yes. and you should know that they don't accept engineers. This is why it's. Oh yeah, they don't need them. They need people with their education in humanities.
Really? What do you do there?
Yeah, because they have enough good missiles, I guess. They need some shitty ones.
So you're making, basically, you are on the side of peace in War and Peace. You're just making shitty missiles so nobody gets hurt.
Of course, that's the whole thing. Like I was hired by peacemakers to a missile factory.
Well, either working for KGB or FBI or...
Well, they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me, but we stuffed missiles with plush toys and chocolate balls. Not from vaginas.
Are you sure? Have you ever sticking a missile in the ball from your vagina?
I have none.
Okay.
I don't have balls for this.
Oh, you don't have balls. That's interesting. I got nothing for that. But thank you very much for your truthful answers. Are you ready to go into round number 3?
Yep.
Good. Round 3, classic lightning round. In the round number 3, you will get from me several classic setups for a joke. I would say like something like blip, and you have to put your words in it and essentially create a joke with an old setup. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's a lightning round, so you will have only 10 seconds to do that.
Okay.
Okay. So, a very classic one that we shall start off with is a one where something had crossed the road. Why blip crossed the road?
Oh, maybe you would give me the blip and I will give you the answer.
Are you trying to are you trying to make me do your work?
Yeah, I work remotely all day. I'm tired.
You're a very Russian lady. It's okay. 10 seconds. Gone. I'll give you a blip. Okay. Why did a vagina cross the road?
To find its woman of her dream.
Okay, I have to ask. Have your vagina found the woman of her dreams?
Well, yeah, it was love from the first sight.
I feel like those types of relationships are forbidden in Russia.
We'll see about that. I don't know. I never checked.
Okay, that's cool. Your second setup would be also very classic. What do you get when you cross a blip and a blip? 10 seconds on the clock.
Do you want to help me with that?
No!
Okay.
Do your own freaking work.
That's too complicated. I can,
10 seconds.
Okay. I don't know.
Start like step by step. What do you get when you cross
A finger?
a finger?
Yes.
And
And a finger.
a finger?
Crossed fingers.
I would go for an orgasm. It's I don't know how you do it.
Well, if you cross them, that's a complicated technique.
Yeah?
That's advanced.
I have to try that later tonight.
Okay.
Okay, the third one is extremely classic. You ready for that?
Yes.
Get ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
You're feeling ready. You pumped.
Throw it in my face.
Good. A very classic knock-knock joke. Timer, 10 seconds.
Whatever. Knock knock.
Who's there?
A delivery boy, because who else would it be these days? He'll just leave you whatever you ordered and go.
That's simultaneously very sad and very much about the vibrator that I'm waiting for. Thank you very much for that wonderful lightning round. Okay, and now you have basically 10 seconds or like, oh, why 10? Not 10. 5 seconds to actually shout out or promote or tell anything to the people out there in the world. 5 seconds, the stage is yours. Go.
Lovely. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch your granny's face, and stay safe. We'll survive this. This is me, Maria, running for presidential election, in 2024. Why not? I'm too young for that. No, shit, I'm too young for being a president. That's so
I feel
cool.
like if this goes on the internet, Putin will kill you, because this is how he gets rid of all of his competitors, right?
I didn't say which country I'm going to be president of. Maybe it's not a country, maybe I'm going back to school and I will be president of my class.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much for joining us today. You've been absolutely lovely, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, stay safe.
And this was Maria Fedulova, and this was Quarantine Comedian with your host, Ellie Weinstein. Please like if you like this. If you didn't like this, well, write to me about that down in the comments. Also, down in the comments, you can tell me who you want to see on this show and maybe some of the questions for the round number 3, so we can make this show together. See you next time. Bye-bye. Quarantine Comedian.